welcome guys. Today we will be doing another draft video of FPL. As you all know, the EPL season is just a few days away, and we will be seeing the draft of Aritra. So,
Yes.
Aritra, what is your preparation for the FPL? How is your preparation going?
The preparation is good. I have been watching a lot of videos on Fantasy Football Hub, on Let's Talk FPL, and as well as discussing with my friends, you, Kostov, and everyone else, Krishnendu. And this time I actually hope to achieve a top 10k rank. Like I have never achieved it,
Okay.
and last season I think my hits, if not for the hits, I think I would have finished in 100 or 200k. We all would have. We have finished very closely in 2200.
Yeah, last year's mini league was very exciting.
Very exciting.
I mean,
very
you
exciting.
couldn't tell who would win until
Yeah.
the last whistle.
last game week.
So
Yeah.
that was very exciting. So we will straight away move to your team.
Yeah.
So I can see that you have selected the minimum balance that you can afford in the goalkeeper position. First, you have selected McCarthy.
Yeah.
So talk me through it. Why McCarthy?
McCarthy, because if you see, I don't want to invest a 5 or 5.5 million in my goalkeeper right away, because if I choose a 5 million pound asset, which is like if I could go for Ramsdale, and I'm not sure as to how Sheffield would perform. So there were two choices in 4.5 million. One was McCarthy and the other was Matthew Ryan. So as you can
Yeah,
see,
both have very high ownership. Yeah.
yeah.
Definitely.
Both are very high ownership, and Matthew Ryan is selected by 21% and McCarthy almost 19%, as you can see. So
Yeah.
I think and because of
I think the fixtures are quite favorable towards Southampton. So I think
up
that
until the
influenced
ninth game
decision.
week. Up until the ninth game week, I think McCarthy should be nailed on. I mean, they have 2 or
Yeah.
3 tricky fixtures, and other than that, I would expect them to at least keep 3 or 4 clean sheets. So McCarthy, because
Okay.
of that, and Neeland was just a
And
filler.
Nyland is basically a base fodder, I guess.
Yeah, it's just a bench.
Okay. Okay, so moving on to your defense, I can see that the obvious choice of Alexander Arnold you have made. So that is the obvious choice. I am not going to question that much.
Yeah.
So the most surprising thing that is coming to my mind is that you have chosen 2 Spurs defenders.
Yeah.
So I just want to know what is your thinking behind this.
See, I had a budget allocation for defense, and I don't want to go overboard in defense right at the start of the season, because I'm not sure. See, Liverpool, as good as they have been, I don't think they'll be that solid, because at the end of last season and in the pre-season friendly as well, there was a match, Community Shield versus Arsenal, and I mean, I saw some gaps in their defense. So I would like to, if possible, I would like to later on bring in a second Liverpool asset. So that's why I'm keeping Liverpool assets empty, and I would like to triple up on Liverpool later on. But right now, I think that Dyer and Davies, because of Spurs' fixtures, I mean, Spurs' fixtures are delightful. Like up until your 15th or 16th game week, they only have 3 or 4 tricky fixtures. So. And
So
because
there are few of the teams that have the best fixtures.
Yeah,
in the initial part of the league.
Yeah, in defense, if I say about FDR, talking defensively, and the fact that Mourinho is a defensive-minded manager, the first thing that comes to mind is Mourinho would love his clean sheets. So I think Davies and Eric Dyer. Yeah, I was initially
and the
going
Spurs defense
Yeah.
started to perform very well after the lockdown period. So I think that is an encouragement for the FPL managers to pick the Spurs defense line and cover it.
Yes, and I was certainly thinking about Matt Doherty. Matt Doherty was also Matt Doherty was in your team, and I was also thinking about Matt Doherty, but I am not sure as to the attacking returns of Matt Doherty because of the way Mourinho plays. And if I can cover Matt Doherty, and most people were choosing another 4.5 million asset like Kyle Walker-Peters or James Justin. So in both these cases, I have the option of downgrading to them if I see that Spurs are not playing well.
Exactly.
And the left back is a dilemma. As I was saying, that if Danny Rose even plays, then I might change Davies to. But that's it. I mean, I have done it within my budget.
That increases the flexibility of your team as well. So that is also always an option in the coming game week.
Yeah.
So the two other options in the defense are Mitchell and Douglas I can
Yeah.
see. So are you sure that they will start in the game week?
No, Tyreek Mitchell, I think 90% sure that Tyreek Mitchell will start, and Barry Douglas.
Yeah.
Barry Douglas was actually playing in Leeds' and he was on corner duties in the latest preseason game against the Portuguese side, Pacos de
Yeah.
Ferreira. There was this game Leeds versus, and he was on corner duties, Barry Douglas. So I was also thinking about Dallas because Dallas had I think around 40 to 43 starts for Marcelo Bielsa, and Leeds were very good defensively as well. So I was thinking for Barry
Yeah.
Douglas that is why I've kept that 0.5. So that's pretty much it.
Okay.
I haven't given much thought
So
into
you can
it.
upgrade him to Barry Douglas
Yeah.
when you wish.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. And in the midfield, I see that you chose for 3 premiums.
Yeah.
So Aubameyang, and is Aubameyang a long-term choice or only for the initial two fixtures?
No. I think Aubameyang is not a long-term choice for me. I think I would rather choose to bring in Manchester City assets because I think I see it like this: as even if Aubameyang is a big hitter, I mean Aubameyang and Salah's return potential is huge. I mean we all know that if you keep them for season, they'll give you around 400 points. So
and moreover, Aubameyang has been moved to a midfield position this year. So
yeah, he'll get the additional clean sheet. Yeah.
Exactly. So that is an added bonus for Aubameyang this year.
Yeah.
Keeping Salah, is there any doubt that you would remove him for the 38 game weeks?
See, Salah. I mean, it's all very dicey, and it will all depend on how these teams start. I would like to see them play first. I mean, Liverpool and Arsenal have improved drastically under Arteta. Like everyone is saying that, and even according to the eye test, like Aubameyang and Salah, Aubameyang especially, and if he starts as a striker, because now Arsenal have Willian as well and Pepe as well, so both of them can play on the wings.
Yeah.
One can play on the left wing and one can play on the right wing. So if Aubameyang starts as a striker and he gives returns as a midfielder, so that is a gem of a combination. So it all depends on how these teams start to play. Yeah.
Okay. And I see that you have kept Fernandes in spite of Manchester United fixture is blanking in game week 1. So don't you think that your game week 1 starting lineup would be a bit weakened due to this?
Yeah, I am willing to take a hit. See, I am willing to take. I am not willing to take a hit rather because I think Martial and Fernandes. See, I could have chosen Heung-min Son. Heung-min Son I could have kept him for this game week, but I have plans of bringing in Manchester City assets after game week 1. After game week 1, I have plans of bringing in Manchester City assets. Like if I can.
You don't want to lose those points of Sterling and Kevin De Bruyne.
Because I believe whatever happens, Manchester City will still be the team who will be scoring the most number of goals, around 80 to 90 goals that they'll score in 38 game weeks. So if I double up on a Man City and double up on a United, so that is basically my plan right now. But it all again it depends on how Salah and Aubameyang are performing. If they are performing well, I'll hope to keep them, and if they are not, then I'll probably be shipping them. So I need that flexibility there. So that's why I've kept Manu assets. Like because I want
things are very flexible in FPL. You don't know what will happen in the coming game week. So flexibility is a key aspect in the building of the FPL team. So then I can see that one interesting pick that you have made is Pereira from West Bromwich Albion. So he has been phenomenal last season in the championship with quite a few assists and goals as well.
16 assists, I think 8 goals and 16 assists, something like that.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think, do you think that he will cope up with the Premier League quickly, or what do you think, that he will easily translate to the Premier League from Championship, or would it take some time?
See, the selection of Pereira is just a bit of compulsion mixed with a lot of reasoning. So I had, after selecting my people who were definite starters, I had around 12 million pounds left. So I'll show you quickly. I'll show you West Brom's fixtures, and West Brom's fixtures, as you can see, like till the 8th game week, they aren't in for much of a difficult fixtures like Leicester, Everton, Chelsea. Like I expect
all has a fixture rating. Difficulty rating less than 4.
Exactly. So and if I can get coverage of West Brom as well, because I believe in attacking coverage. Like I have heard some people like Joshua Bole as well as Late Riser. These people talk about attacking coverage. like I don't believe in defensive cover that much, but I believe in attacking coverage because if I can cover the West Brom team for a combined total of 11 or 12 million, so I think that's a good bet. I mean, I'm not getting that option anywhere else, and even if they give me 4 to 5 or 6 goals or 10 goals even, so I'd get a value for money in my opening game mix, and then if the price rises, I can then transfer Pereira to a probably Grealish, or if by then West Ham's fixtures are good, then I can transfer my Austin to a Mikhail Antonio or something.
Like that is always a solution.
There's always.
So talking of attacking coverage, I don't see any Chelsea attackers in there.
No.
Chelsea has 3 to 4 transfers in the attacking zone this year. So don't you think that they would play well, or do you think that they would take some time to gel up?
That's definitely a consideration. I mean, I am a Chelsea fan and I would love Chelsea to play well, and I'm sure that Chelsea will score, but I'm not sure that from where the goals are going to come. Like everyone is banking heavily on Timo Werner. And the fact is that Timo Werner might be an instant hit like Diego Costa was, or Didier Drogba was, or like any good striker is. But I would like to see my team or Chelsea perform first. Like in the first 3 to 4 game weeks, we'll get a hint as to how Chelsea are performing and how Chelsea are playing. And I am also not sure about the spot kick set piece arrangement in Chelsea, because up until now it was Willian, and now in the new season who is going to be the spot kick taker, I am not sure. So that was also one consideration.
Taking the spot kick taker always gives an added advantage.
Yeah, so that is why also I've taken.
Come from different. Exactly. So that is an added advantage. So I see that you have 2 players from Manchester United already in your team in game week 1.
Yeah.
So Martial, do you think that he would better the points last season? He was phenomenal in the later parts of the Premier League.
I mean, if 38 game weeks, even if Martial plays in 30 game weeks, and even if he gives me 15 goals and 5 or 7 assists, then I'm happy. Even if it's a 15 goals and 5 assists, I'm getting 170, 180 points together with the bonuses. And if my another thing is that I would like to this time around I would like my captain choices to pay off. Like sometimes it happens in the season that you are only left with 1 captain or 2 captain choices, and I would like flexibility in that regard in this season. And all the players who have finished in the 100 and top 200 or top ranks, they talk about this captain coverage, that around 20% of your total points are scored by your captains. Like if you are finishing at a 22 or 2400, then around 500 points are scored by your captain, like throughout the 38 game week. So I would like that to pay off as well. So that's my choice basically. So that's my team.
So lastly, I would like to touch on this point that you have chosen Mitrovic and Charlie Austin. So are you confident that they would score enough number of goals?
I am not confident, very honestly. I am not confident, but in that price bracket, see, I am banking heavily on my big hitters from midfield. Like if Auba, Salah, Fernandes, and Martial, like these are top 4 sides. Arsenal is a top 4 side, Liverpool is a top 4 side, United is a top 4 side. Even if I ship Auba and Salah for 2 Manchester City assets, like even if I swap them for De Bruyne and Sterling, I still have 1 million more from which I can swap Austin for Mikhail Antonio later. So that is also one of my in my plan, that if I get 1 million more, then I can swap. So I like to believe that even if I have top 4 players in my attacking and forward line, I would eventually get a better return. I might not be at the top, and by the time the FPL settles down, I'll have a clearer picture in my head as to where I should make the transfers.
So we have seen the team of Aritra. It looks very good on paper. So let's see how it performs. The FPL season is starting just a few days away, and so I would like to give you all the best.
Thank you.
Wishes for the upcoming season of FPL, and we will come back with another video. Thank you very much for joining me.
We'll definitely come back with your squad, and we'll definitely be discussing it. And I would I hope to see that. It was nice chatting with you.
We'll do that soon. We'll do that soon. Okay.
Chalo.
That is all for today's video. Thank you very much for watching.
Bye.